No, I don't think that's working, May. I don't think jumping on the table is making work any more fun. Welcome back to Night in the Woods. Previously, we finished the rest of town, and now it's time for another hangout. Greg is kind of busy talking about, prison gangs for some reason, and B wants to do work. Oh, and before I forget, a couple of videos ago, we saw that the old patrol talking with Bruce. I found out in the Greg universe when I was catching it up to this game, you follow them and they'll have more things to say. Not much is interesting though, they're just saying that they like his camping setup. They were suspecting him of being like the guy that messed with the tunnel, but he's kind of off the hook from that now. And then they were saying stuff like, it won't really help the community in any way to help him out, but they don't want him living outside. So they're kind of having some conflicted feelings there. Anyway, we can put that behind us. It's time to work. B's gonna do some working. We were gonna putt-putt, but, you know, life happened. Now for the B's second hangout. House call. Wait a second, are you a hardware store or some kind of handyman office? Because I think you have to go to trade schools for, like, carpentry and plumbing and anything else that requires, you know, house calls. Maybe they're a little bit more lenient in this area than I thought. Yeah, but your job is to run a business, not to make house calls. What are you, a house doctor? Hey, May, where are you? Yeah, it's junk. Don't touch it. You might break it. Is this the same old lady from before? The one that locked the guy in his backyard? Some kind of windmill, huh? Yeah, that won't be relevant for anything. Nope, we've both been here now. Welcome to here. Nice backwoods area. Right in the fringe of the woods. Away from civilization, she has to drive everywhere. Old cabins. Hunting camps. Ah, come on, it's not May season already. She's not that much of a nuisance. I don't think that's relevant in this area. They don't wait around for buck season sometimes, you know, leniency. Yeah, but we're kind of animals too, so heck, this is complicated. I would imagine a deer wouldn't shoot other deer, but then again, this is murder for a reason. You human beings invented this. It is dark. You're getting a dark subject. I don't want to hold on to that thought. I want to get rid of it as soon as possible. I don't want to think about deer shooting deer. Who knocked? I did not see your hand move. So you look like a grizzled old lady. Are you the hunter? Furnace problems, eh? That's why you call the hardware store for your furnace problems instead of like, who's the guy that would fix a furnace? I'm not up on this. I didn't adult that hard. Your husband used to fix it, but now he's not here anymore. It's understandable. May, we're not holding on to that thought. Let it go. I guess he knew some kind of secret government secrets, or knew about shadow organizations or something. The reptilians under the planet. No offense, B. Oh, okay, maybe not that. Maybe he was, like, making meth or something. Maybe he smelled some kind of chemical. What exactly are we waiting for? Oh! 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 I'm making a cross with my wings right now! Now I knew why you wanted us to come with you. This lady has problems. Thank you for showing us this, Bee. I will never get this out of my brain now. So she kept her dead husband in the house. I have a feeling that's a crime, but not them committing it. Is there even any precedent for keeping, like, a dead person in your house if they're related to you? Like, not giving them a burial or anything? I think there is, but I'm not sure. There's a lot of themes in this game that are not quite crimes, but maybe? Yes, that's exactly what it was. The government was against them. They took him to dead jail. Now, to get off that subject, let's go see her fridge. By the way, we're billing by the half hour. And ignoring it is not an option. And what was she watching before we came here? I think her cable box is broken too. And also her house consists of only 3 rooms. Good job, you found the kitchen. So, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with the fridge? Why is Bee staring at the wall? Okay, that means it's just an old fridge. You just wanted to show us your old fridge. I think Indiana Jones climbed in one of these to save himself from a nuclear blast. Well, at least something does. Just saying. That's what we think of your Luna Freeze. Garbage. Why don't you get a new one? I'm sure they sell them over at Bee's store. Okay, time to do furnace things now. Thanks for being an old lady. I think she's the hunter. I think she's gonna, like, curse us to the thicket as soon as we get downstairs. Ah, so it is this old lady. Please don't lock us in the basement. Because you have a habit of doing that. He called from the basement. How can you explain this? Yeah, okay, it's the whole he was drunk and got himself locked in the basement. All these old people like to use that excuse. No, I just think she was old and locked him in the basement. That's all that happened there. Nice meeting you, old lady. So, she was an interesting person to be around. Keeping her dead husband in the living room and locking people in. Look at all this awesome junk! You know, we could steal this and she probably wouldn't even remember that she owned it. You could get off scot-free. Maybe there's some more husbands down here. Alright, did you bring your toolbox? Did you leave it in the car? Are you just going to alligator at it? Grump at it? What are you gonna do? Because I don't see any tools on you that are able to fix a furnace. And also, there's color-coded things all over the place. She's collecting quest items. I guarantee it. Professor Lucius von Nomeo. The Dr. No to Maze James Bond. Got anything else to say about it? No, she's just gonna repeat herself. She forgot already. She forgot who her rival is. So, fixing furnaces. He kinda looks like a Kirby boss. Or something that Kirby would suck up to gain, like, furnace powers. With what? I come back to this question. What are you fixing it with? Asking May not to break something is like asking May not to steal a pretzel. It's just gonna happen. Some of this stuff is already broken. You wouldn't know. I guess it's not a huge problem. Darn, we're not gonna get paid a lot for this job then. Yeah, that's true, but you offered first. Look, chilling is not May's strong suit, let me tell you. Badminton. Bandminton. Oh, you almost got it. Badminton. Badmint. Just remember that. Just remember badmint in. Bad mints don't go in your mouth. Just remember it like that. Ah, I think my grandparents had a fan like this. It was a child hazard. The grid wasn't nearly small enough. You could lose a finger. And of course you saw the fishing rod, and Professor Nomio, and baseball bat. Baseball bat can't fix a furnace. Well, maybe you could prop the door open? Because I don't really trust that old lady. And do what with it? And old people. Old people have lots of junk just laying around. Even in sheds. If you see an old people's shed, lots of old stuff in there. Okay, we're gonna need to make some stuff out of this junk. Let's just grab random junk. We're gonna help Bee, whether she likes it or not. Yep, fans could fix a furnace. So can this fishing rod. This is totally useful. We could lure out the furnace gremlins. Also, we need your brain power, Professor Nomio. Let's put our differences aside. Baseball bats cannot fix a furnace. But I have a math question for you. May plus boredom times 4 random objects equals what? That's right, it's a half-baked plan. So we're gonna fix the furnace using these random objects. A gnome, a fishing pole, a badminton racket. See? She remembered it. And a fan. And we get 2 wheels and a turny thing that doesn't have a wheel. Probably intended. So we need to turn the turny thing that doesn't need to be turned. Is that to open up the heat pipes though? Or to turn up the fire? Maybe we shouldn't turn up the fire while Bee's in there. Let's open up the heat pipes. Yeah, that's why it's clanking. It's getting expanded from all the heat. It's getting Clanky all hot and bothered. Ooh, this is getting kinky up in here. What we could do with this now? Let's put our heads together. Yeah, but I don't think Nomi could bite down enough that we could get, like, traction. I don't think he's a ratchet wrench. You could try using the racket as a handle. That might work. We can't pull the handle whenever we want to, though. We need some kind of automated mechanism. Nah, we'll just do one good hard pull. And we lost her. That's an interesting thought to have while we're technically stuck in a house cave. Scuba spelunking. Yeah, you could get trapped, and also horses? Horses in a cave? Underwater? Seahorses aren't dangerous. Oh, she meant hoses. Yeah, a hose could get snagged on something. I don't know, maybe it's that music video you were talking about. Oh no, cave horses! That's where all the unicorns went, they evolved into cave horses. Blind cave horses. They hunt by sound. Probably some kind of complex pulley mechanism, lots of noise. Oh, you never know. Have you scuba dived? Maybe they got, like, underwater tasers or something. Which sounds like that wouldn't work at all, but that has to be totally a thing. Let's get back on topic here. Enough about the cave horses. Yeah, maybe we should do that just like your thought process. Just throw things at the wall, hope they stick. Let's do it! I don't know what you're saying now. It sounds like you're reading from something. You messed up. maybe use that gnome thing? Yeah, it's just like vampires do. Yeah, that was totally a thing. Stupid vampire. Now you're dead. That's why there's no more vampires. They buried them upside down, and they dug to the center of the earth. Wow, you work fast. That totally is gonna work. You Rube Goldberg the heck out of that thing. You're like Pee Wee Herman. An engineer. No, it's totally an engineer. You had it right the first time. Ah, the dust is getting in my eye and my left eye's burning. Ah. Okay, I think I'm fine now. And also, Bee's done doing her work. Oh, man. I thought for certain that thing was gonna explode when we turned this on. We did it! Yay! Furnace is fixed! Well, just look at it. Look at the beauty we've created. Long-term solution made by May. Well, look, on the bright side, she didn't break anything. The stuff is probably already broken. Well, maybe she would feed the pet by making some kind of fishing rod no mechanism that just like dispenses food every once in a while. It would totally work. I know, this is typical May. Overly complicating things and then having them break. Well, furnace is fixed. May got to entertain herself for a little while. And nothing's broken. Bonus day. Ah, the dust is still in my eye. Ah, the heck's going on? Ah, tell the old lady to come down here and dust her basement once in a while, okay? Jeez. Hold on, 1 second. Getting it out of my eye. Alright, I think that's good for now. And we're locked in. Somebody should have been keeping watch. Maybe I should have been keeping watch instead of watching May, whatever she was doing. I don't think that's gonna work because she's an old lady. She won't hear it. We're gonna have to escape by ourselves. Under our own power. Or we could just make one out of a ceiling fan and a gnome. Or a floor fan and a gnome. There's no ceiling fans down here. They're up in the attic. Hey, it worked in the cartoon. Don't use your negative attitude here. We'll never get out of this basement at that rate. Maybe you could grump the doorknob off. Or we could use that baseball bat over there. I'm sure that could break a door. Yeah, we'll look around. What's the only item in here we haven't used yet? Well, the good news is we didn't break anything. The bad news is we're locked in an old lady's basement. So, May, what are you going to do in this situation? We see baseball bat. And we see a furnace. But, well, how is that going to solve our problem? Yeah, she could hear the knocking of the furnace. That's why she called us here in the first place. But only when it was broken, though. And fixed things can't make knocking noises. Only broken things. So we need to find a way to make a not broken thing make a knocking noise. I wonder how we're going to solve this. You can see the formula going through May's head. Just like in that meme. Baseball bat. Furnace. Well, she knows how baseball bat works, at least. And she knows what it's for and how to pronounce it. Yes, we get it, May. Who are you saying this to? You're just speaking out loud at this moment. You're not even talking to me. Oh. Baseball bat equipped. May is now Ness. No. No. Nay? No. Mess. Yes. We're going to make a big one all over the place. Wakey wakey, old lady. Gee, I wonder what that noise was. It doesn't seem to be working. Hey, Amy, come over here for a second. I got this pill. Sudden guts pill. I kept it. Yeah, that'll give you enough guts to do what you need to do. Now go in there and smash. Take that, Clanky. That's what you get for being fixed. Breaking things saves the day. I think that's bringing down the house. I think this is dangerous. I think this is a really bad idea. Ah, she heard that. She heard her whole house shaking. So are we going to have to refix this thing now? Get locked back in here? Have this thing all start over again? I guess not. You got out. Yes! Hopefully we fixed that furnace before we left again. Are you feeling okay, B? You can't not be excited at the damage we've done. She even gave us lemonade. Does she not know we broke her furnace? Even more? Do you not like lemonade? And look, it's such a nice night out. It's a full moon. You can probably see that meteor shower. And then what's your deal? Ah, I get it. You did work all day. It's kind of hard to get your energy up that way. And May's all hyper. If only we could inject B with some of May's excess energy and balance them both out. Ah, you're being so zero fun right now. You're adulting. We're gonna have to find something magical. Out here in the middle of the woods. Oh, there's that meteor shower thing. What about that solar eclipse? Oh, right, that's during the day, ain't it? Oh, wait. You have that firefly thing going on, right, May? Yeah, firefly magnet powers, activate! Not enough fireflies, we need more. Let's grab all the fireflies. I can't believe I missed this thing on the way in. Look at it, it's ginormous. Did her, ex-living husband make this? Well, anyway, it had fireflies on it. There are ours now. Come, fireflies, you must meet the Queen of the Grumps. You must fix her. Inject her with positivity. She might be. Maybe she's some kind of firefly wizard. Indeed she is. You should hang with her more. That is very true. She is an interesting person in her own way. I like this. I like your granddad. Mission accomplished. You are now interesting. You are now a person. You are now an interesting person. How do you mean along for the ride? We coerced you into taking us. But May is good to have around sometimes, especially when you need to break things. Indeed she can. Just give her a baseball bat and let her go to town. Only if she has a baseball bat, though. I'm not feeling those gangly arms. Like writing or Marmaduke comics. Well, I'd say Dr. Hank is kind of a quack. Is he like a duck? Because that would make a lot of sense. He also said, journal! Next! What, you mean she did like an Egyptian thing on him? Maybe she was mummifying him, but I think you need a license for that in the United States. This is not Egypt. You just can't do that whenever you feel like it. Maybe. Probably not. Wait, are you making puns? She's making puns! Why? You're ruining the moment. Oh, come on now. That's not even an Egyptian joke. Yeah, she probably wouldn't remove that. Maybe they have a special jar for that one. Stop. Just stop already. No. I'm gone. See ya later. I'm going with B now. B's not making puns. What? We can't hear you over the music and the crickets. Are you still making puns? We're gonna leave you in the woods. We're calling the pun police. We have a serial punster on the loose. I can't stomach anymore. Ah, she's got me doing it now. Oh, that was a fun night. We did work things. Hello, May's dad. Well, I'm sure it is, because, you know, broken glass. How often are you going to run across broken glass at the Ham Panther? Oh, you work the meat section. That's probably why I don't see you too often. But do you like it? Good man. That's the answer I was looking for. Paychecks. They're so delicious when you get them in your bank account. In your bank's belly. You know, work stuff. May did work today. She destroyed things. You did do a day's work. Well, technically a night's work. Oh, really? Where? Where can we get this work where we destroy furnaces? Ah, the workstation. The workplace. The work store. There you go. Whenever you're looking for employment, go to the work store. So, speaking of work, those crawl space boxes, you still haven't moved them. Okay, you don't need to twist my wing. Go watch some Garbo Malloy. Are you sure about that? Because every time we started watching it, it was like halfway done. I'd much rather you wouldn't. We got enough of that. Oh wow, that was like years ago. You guys are behind the times. Oh no! And I pirated the Emoji Movie just recently. Because I don't have respect for that movie. Oh, don't tell the cops, please. Probably does. What is a Wappa? I want to know what a Wappa is. I didn't get that joke. That went over my head. Wait, what? Stupid sandwiches. Look, fried peanut butter and banana sandwich is not stupid. I mean, the king ate it. Sometimes Garbo Malloy's episodes are kind of lackluster. Must be a slow night for them. I mean, they got political for one thing. It's always a slow night when you have to get political. Nothing else to check out around here. So with this, check out the internet. There's always time for internet. So is it the same news thing from before? Yes, it is. Well, this job wasn't soul crushing, it was soul lifting. With the fireflies and stuff. We need to do a work again sometime. Maybe like 5 days out of the week. Indeed she is. Oh, hey, yeah! Me! I think he could totally be a demolisher, or demolisher man, or... A demolisher? Well, maybe she could help you break stuff at the hardware store. You know, she breaks it, you fix it. It's symbiotic. Oh, that's just science stuff, though. Why'd you have to go look it up? It ruined the magic. I guess not. They enjoy the smell of May. Good night, B. Wonder what Greg's up to. He kind of skipped his hangout, but we'll be back to it soon. We did work things. And we got trapped in a basement, which is also part of work. And beating up furnaces. She kicked that furnace's butt. And what happened with you? Did you do anything with animatronic head? No? Okay. Sharkle, did you do any work today? No? Alright, you get a double click then. So, next time on Night in the Woods, we're going to go back and we're going to see Greg's hangout. I don't know. B's been kind of 2 for 2 right now, and Greg didn't even get a point up on the board yet because of Steve Scriggins. Maybe the next hangout will be much less Steve Scriggins. Good night, folks.